Imagine you're on a plane just peacefully chilling in your seat, and all of a sudden you hear a loud bang, look to the side, and realize the freaking door just got blown off. Mid flight. Now, most people would say their prayers at this moment. Guess I'll die. Unfortunately, you don't need to imagine it because that's exactly what happened to Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 on 5th Jan 2024. That's my birthday. The 737 MAX 9 was on its way to Ontario, not Canada, from Portland, Oregon, when all of a sudden, at an altitude of about 16,000 feet, an incorrectly installed exit door blew clean off the body, landing in little Jimmy's backyard or something, I don't know. Now you might think this is a classic Alaska Airlines maintenance problem, but no, it's actually a Boeing problem. So this is Boeing, basically, a company that was originally founded under the name Pacific Airplane Company in 1916 by William Edward Boeing. This guy, right here, an awesome American aviation pioneer. Now, Boeing soon rose to become an industry powerhouse of engineering might, prosperity, and superiority, overshadowing any other manufacturers at the time. In fact, it had a pretty solid track record with their planes even after the passing of William Boeing in 1956. Until it merged with McDonnell Douglas in 1997, that is. A rival company that was notorious at the time for their cost-cutting and rushed production to meet the deadlines. Which is exactly the problem we're seeing with Boeing today. Their logos speak the whole story for the sense. I don't know. What's crazy is that McDonnell Douglas basically infiltrated Boeing from the inside out and took it over like a parasite, firing engineers and replacing them with accountants and MBA graduates, moving headquarters far as balls from the original manufacturing plant, and a whole bunch of other questionable moves throughout the decade. It used to be, if it ain't Boeing, I ain't going. But that has now changed, and the company's come under a lot of fire lately for some serious issues with their newer aircrafts. Mostly just greed. Let's take a look at the most notorious example. The 737 MAX, which is just a 737 but made out of pure jealousy and haste to keep up with the competition and secure more orders. All because Airbus came up with some fuel efficient Neo models. So the guys at Boeing went, hey yo, we need to launch our own fuel efficient plane models right now, man. And then they ripped out the engines of the regular 737, replaced them with bigger ones from the 777 or something. Yeah, let's move that up quickly. Yeah, perfect. And called it a day. Now, as you can guess, this made the physics of the plane go absolute bonkers. So the guys at Boeing went ahead and threw in a buggy new software called MCAS to battle with the newer honker-donker instability issues of the brand new 737 MAX. Oh, and they only gave it just one singular tiny cute little sensor because they had to order lots of pizza that night or something, I don't know. Now, normally this wouldn't be a problem except they kept MCAS a huge secret from literally everyone. Plus, their cute little lonely sensor often pulled a prank or two and fed the plane systems incorrect data, which occasionally caused the entire plane to commit suicide out of nowhere. Psst. Don't disturb me. I'm flying the plane right now. I want to know a secret. MCAS. I don't get exactly. As a matter of fact, MCAS was never even mentioned in the training manuals because Boeing knew anything new would cost airlines time and money for pilot training, which would mean less sales, which they couldn't afford since they wanted to make that bling bling real fast, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, they decided to pull a little sneaky and hit MCAS altogether. Now this withholding of important information resulted in two major crashes, namely Lion Air Flight 610 in 2018 and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 a year later. Airlines and pilots had zero knowledge about MCAS or the design flaws of the 737 MAX, so naturally, they were unequipped to deal with the catastrophe. MCAS has caused a lot of issues since then too, but Boeing claims to have fixed these problems now. Hooray! Except they forgot to fix other issues with their other aircraft and their entire business. Yeah. Like forgetting both on the door of the Alaska Airlines 1282 that we just talked about. But it's important to note that Boeing's problems don't just end here. Recently, a LATAM Airlines 787 literally fell out of the sky, injuring 50 people on board. Another 737 was forced to make an emergency landing in Houston, Texas, after an engine fire mid-flight. Fumes in the cabin, tires falling off, runway excursions, grounding of the 737 MAX. Oh boy. It's gotten so bad that people are now filtering out Boeing planes on Kayak while booking their flights, making Kayak move that whole section above as it surged in popularity. Even the FAA has opened a criminal investigation into the corner-cutting practices at Boeing after many recent incidents, which of course is no different than me opening an investigation on myself and finding myself sweet and innocent. But yeah, now keep in mind that the general public doesn't know or care whether it was a specific plane model. If bad things are happening to a bunch of Boeing planes, people will try and avoid all Boeing planes altogether. That's how easy consumer trust is to break when your life's on the line, thousands of feet up in the air. Boeing's problems are far from over though. They've got logistic issues where their final assembly line is far from the headquarters, so the engineers can't control quality or anything. And did I mention their CEO is an accountant? And as mentioned earlier, Boeing prioritizes accountants and MBAs over actual engineers, which really tells you everything you need to know. A leaked video even shows workers on the 787 saying they won't ride on the very plane they're making. It's crazy. Boeing even failed 33 out of 89 safety and compliance audit checks, and there were hundreds of issues and malpractices found. That does not make me feel comfortable at all. I mean, what are they gonna do next? Use scrap metal? Use dish soap as a lubricant? Make DIY commercial planes to save the environment? Assassinate a whistleblower? Shh. Don't make us look bad anymore. Shh. Or else. Okay. While Boeing is causing trouble by cutting costs, it's important to remember that airlines are a part of the problem too, for cutting their costs on aircraft maintenance. Take United for example. The massive 777 wheel that fell off over a parking lot was most likely a maintenance issue, unless Boeing is also saving a bunch on some screws over their landing gear. Oh god, no! United also had a stuck rudder problem with a 737, which is important to steer the aircraft in high winds, and another United 737 had an engine stall in Houston, Texas. And yet another 737 got its bottom panel blown off mid-flight. Sheesh. Here's where it gets interesting though. United A320s recently had issues with their oil and hydraulic system as well. You know, an airline really sucks if they're having issues with their Airbus aircrafts. Back to Boeing, I think it's sad how far it's fallen. I mean, William Edward Boeing was a stringent man on aircraft quality and improvement. This guy had a vision. Even after his passing in 1956, Boeing was quite amazing and run by some highly competent engineers who pushed the boundaries of human innovation and evolution, taking their brave ambitions to the skies. But now the company is reduced to a money-hungry manifestation of classic capitalistic greed, and as such is facing severe consequences of public backlash. Jukes even made the Airbus COO sad. Look at him, he wants to slap Boeing in the face for getting such negative media attention on their whole commercial aviation industry right now. These problems are bad not just for Boeing but for airlines, competitors, and the industry as a whole. An industry that's built on so much decade-long trust that's so easy to break. Because let's be honest, no one wants to be falling out of the skies on their long-awaited vacation trip to Hawaii. And at the end of the day, I think it'll be a while before people gain back their trust and confidence in Boeing. In the meantime, I'll fly Airbus. Not United though, or Southwest. Hey boss, do we have enough votes for the 787 Dreamliner? Here. What's this? Toilet paper. Use it.